the first right problem statement. And this is supposedly the best AI out there versus all other AI. This is the most expensive, well money spent AI in the world. Okay. And yet the fellow is doing this. And people are lobbying and lobbying and lobbying AI, so much so on Facebook, because they're selling courses, they're selling books, they're selling workshops, they're charging like 100 ringgit, 200 ringgit per person to teach you how to use this crap. You don't need to go to a class to learn how to use this. You just use it. That's it. There's nothing more magical about it. It's just prompting. It's not rocket science. Okay? It's not PhD. Right? So don't get carried away and start wasting your money paying people or paying for book on how to use this. This is just a load of crap. You can just use it. Okay? Don't get carried away. Don't waste your money. All right? So like what you all facing, no matter you rewrite the problem statement for what do you call that, for with AI for your supervisor, it won't sound convincing, because I will tell you why later. I'll tell you how to write problem statement properly, because there's supposed to be a story and that's supposed to be a new information. Okay, while ChatGPT is just refrying back the chicken, whatever information the fellow learned already, the fellow just refrying back and give it to you on a different plate. Same information only, just differently paraphrased. That's it. So nothing unique, nothing new, nothing creative. That is a problem of AI that many people don't know. Okay, so now back to here, problem statement. Okay, sorry, background. From here, okay, we know already breaking down of key factors. Okay, so here we already, this one I finished. We are here now, sorry. Step number 4, issues with existing factors. This is where you start linking to your problem statement. A lot of people separate their background and separate their problem statement. They are not connected at all, but they are in the same chapter, in the same thesis. They're supposed to be connected. They cannot be disconnected. I mean, not obviously connected is fine, but there should be some degree of connection. But some people's background, and this, I read this every day, almost every day we get thesis for coaching and so on. The introduction is talking about something else. The background talks about something else. The problem statement altogether talks about something else. That is the problem. Okay. Shahira, when I look at the problem statement example, so we have one paragraph, one page. It depends on the supervisor, but today I'm going to give you 7 steps into 4 paragraphs. 7 steps. Yeah, 4 paragraphs. Okay, I'll show you the template in a while. Okay, now coming back to this, you need to have that connection. Okay, so you talk about issues with existing factors, then you connecting existing solution to currently available solution. So hence the formulation NWRP is a strategic move towards ensuring the demands of water for all sectors in Malaysia, where the policy provides a clear direction and various strategies in water resource management to ensure the security and sustainability of water resources. Okay, so this is the existing solution that is there, but you cannot criticize here. Okay, then though existing solution available, what is still the problem? You see how we narrate, we take step by step, we work our way down slowly. Okay, this is what you guys need to do when you write. You go one by one step and narrate the story. So, though existing solution are available, what is still the problem? There is a series of activities in the public policy process. The government bodies would first identify public concerns. Thereafter, the government bodies would prepare alternative course of actions to present their proposal at the cabinet level. Major policies in Malaysia are required to go through the procedure of getting approval from the cabinet. Prior to cabinet approval, the proposal should be circulated to the related federal government bodies and agencies. So you can see how many steps they have to go for approval. Okay, that is what they're trying to amplify the problem. So conclusively, this proves that the integration of this formal institution is important to ensure smooth administration of this country. So if you are a leader, you know at the end of this, there is a problem already, because all of them are worlds apart, they're all disconnected. So from there, before we go to problem statement, in background, it's very, very important for you to have statistical information. Okay, how many percentage of SMEs did well? Sorry, let me move this. Okay. How many percentage of SMEs bankrupted during COVID? How many of them survived during COVID? How many countries were shut down during COVID? Example, how many of industries did well after the COVID, how many of them still went under after the COVID, all these things. Where do you get the numbers? You can get it from here. This is a template again in my Telegram group. You can go and download very reliable websites, Worldometer, our data, OECD, statistics, Statista, data bank, and so on and so forth. Okay, you can go and download, go and look for the data that is relevant to you. You can also use ChatGPT or Perplexity or Jelly AI or what is the other one? Cloud AI. You can use anything you want. Okay, they are all the same. Everyone thinks they are different. Actually, they are not. They are all the same. So SciSpace, SciHub, not SciHub, sorry. So I didn't say SciHub. SciSpace, what is the other one? Science Space, something like that. SciSpace and all these things. If you look at the background, the AI is either OpenAI, which is ChatGPT, or it could be Perplexity, or it could be Cloud AI. It's either one of these only. Okay. Telegram link, sure. You can find it from here. If you want the link directly, let me give you. Okay, this is the Telegram link directly. Okay, so now easier way is definitely AI. You don't need to go read one by one. You just go to our website, you just ask for the data, the flag give you and move on. I also want things to be easier. It's not that I want it to be difficult. I'm not against AI. That is the next thing that we have. Hopefully, it doesn't end up like Bitcoin, okay? But that is the next big hype that is coming. So, if we go and open AI, okay, so I asked the fella, do you have data on small, medium enterprises impact due to COVID? Because that's the area I'm working on now. I just published one Web of Science paper, Q1, last April, impact factor 10.8 after 2 years. Okay, my own paper with Prof. Effie and Dr. Errol, systematic review paper. Then, now I'm going to further extend that paper. That's what I'm looking at. So the fella say, yeah, these are all the data. And then I asked the fella, this is for one of the most latest, $100 million investment. Okay. I would like to have industrial white papers on small medium enterprise impact due to COVID in Malaysia. So see, I want industrial white paper on small medium enterprise due to COVID in Malaysia. So definitely give me all these websites. You can see all the websites. Excuse me. All these websites here. And then I say, based on the sources above, give me the key data points. And then definitely give me, this is what we want. Why I want to go and read every white paper and get the numbers? If the flag give me the numbers, my life is easy. I just take and go. That's what I want, right? That's what everyone wants. Who wants to go and read? Generally, yes, we need to read. But white paper, why I want to read white paper? Okay, I just want the statistics only. So, but these are all from very common articles. So I want something more localized, more Malaysian related. Okay, so I say more statistical number. I keep pushing the flag. Then I think I got this here. Apart from other sources, do you have any other key sources from other white papers? So I totally isolated that. I was completely new. So then the flag give me this. Asian Development Bank. This is what I want, the source. It's more related to my context because it's Asian, right? I want Malaysia. So okay, so this is agreeable. Okay, now, this first thing you need to do, you need to find whether this paper really exists or not. That's very, very crucial. So, sorry, this is the title. This is the full title. Okay, so you go back here, space, Asian Development Bank. Okay. So yes, the article is there. Fantastic. No fake citation. So we know for sure, 100% the article is here. Okay, that is a very relieving exercise. Okay. Asian Development Bank, that's the full title, okay, which is there. So that's good. Now, my next question would be to all of you focus here, this is important to know. Okay, my next question would be, will you copy and paste this directly into your write-up, or will you paraphrase this and use it? Can you do that? Or is there something else you would do? What would you guys do after you get this information? For those who attended my class before, don't answer. It's okay. I want the rest to answer. What would you do? Would you copy and paste? Would you copy and paraphrase? Or would you do something else before you take this information? Let me know in chat box. Again, forget ethics. I don't care about ethics. We talk about the usages. What would you guys do in reality? Okay, search for the facts. Okay, paraphrase directly, use it as it is. Okay, everyone come, chop chop. Let's answer. Let's go. Let's go. Copy and rephrase. Okay, copy first, then check the fact. Okay, paraphrase with AI. Fantastic. Copy and paraphrase, elaborate a little bit. Okay, finding the citation for this fact. Okay, citation is given. No need to worry. Citation is given already. So don't worry. It's already there. Verify the data. Okay. Paraphrasing. Many people say, I will paraphrase direct. So that shows how much of trust, okay, how much of trust they have on AI. And by the way, PPMJ, humanizer AI don't work. It won't work with anything AI. You might scan it with the humanizer itself or any humanizer checking tool on website, but Turnitin AI, humanizer cannot be. Okay? Even undetectable AI, hex AI, all humanizing cannot be. You want to see real experiment? I'll show you. I'll give you the video. You can go and watch it. Here. Total 23,000 views. This is the link. Okay. You can go and watch it. Don't waste your money on humanizer. It's a complete utter crap. Yes, humanizer is when you click scan, will say, oh, this is humanized already, human written, all that lie. Okay, you go to 13 AI, that will pick up like that. That will show 100%. 13 AI is damn powerful now. It's damn powerful. Okay, this is the latest release of 13. All you need to do is make sure that your Turnitin becomes 20%. Automatically, your Turnitin AI will have star. It won't show any more numbers. Okay, all you need to do is bring it to 20%. That's all you need to do. You cannot use any AI paraphrasing. You cannot use any humanizing because all of that will increase the Turnitin AI. So you need to paraphrase yourself. Remember this, you need to paraphrase yourself. Okay, so Elma Ismail must double, triple check. Don't ever trust AI. Why do you have so much of hate for AI? Why? I mean, not hate lah. Why you distrust it so much? Do share your experience. Okay, now, to those who trust the information so much, many of them say they'll just paraphrase and use it. Okay. Now the ruling in most universities, they want the supervisors and the examiners to check every citation. Every citation. Okay, they want the examiners and the supervisors to go through every line when you cite, to open the paper and check whether the statement is there. More than ever now, more than last time before AI, now universities are more strict. They want the examiners to open and check every statement, true or not. Okay. Ramzi said hallucination. Sohana said double check. Elma said they lied many times before, doctor. I'm telling the truth. I also agree. We're going to check it right now. Okay. So 75% of surveyed SMEs experience a significant drop in demand for their products and services. Okay. So, yeah, but correct. 75% of surveyed SMEs experience a significant drop in demand for their products and services during COVID, which is fine. So we go to the article, very simple. Control F, let's see, just use Control F, type 75%, see where you get the data from, see whether it's there or not. Okay, there is something 75% here. So, which consists of large-scale factories and accounts for 75% of the country's foreign currency earnings. Okay, is this related? This whole thing? Bangladesh is known for high performance in the export-oriented garment industry, which consists of large-scale factories and accounts 75% of the country's foreign currency earning. Do you think this is related to this again? 70% of SME express significant drop in demand. It's not talking about Bangladesh. Is it related? It is not related at all. Okay. So let me try to find. Is there any other source? Oh, don't I? Only got one. Okay. For those who trust AI as it is, this is what I want to reveal to you guys. It is all nice and done. Everyone is promoting AI. Okay. But no one tells you the problem. No one tells you how painful it is. Okay. They are only selling courses and books. Yes, we do sell services as well, but that doesn't matter. You can always do on your own. You don't need to hire us or you don't need to use AI. But make sure you use something that is reliable, something that is true, something that gives you actual information. This is ChatGPT 4.0 premium, more advanced than Perplexity, OpenAI, more advanced than Perplexity, apa tu, Jenny AI, Cloud AI, you can name it. This is the most advanced thing out there. Okay. Okay. Let's go to okay. Next thing, about 60% of SMEs reported difficulties in accessing financing during pandemic. If I am a student like you guys, okay, I want to make my life easier. Why not? Of course, I want to make my life easier. Who doesn't want to make their life easier? Let's be fair. Everyone wants to make their life easier. Okay. But me as an educator now, me as an experienced PhD holder now, for many, many years of research, when I look at this information, I always have, I always want to read the source. Before even I know AI hallucinates, I'm a person, I always want to read the source. I want to know what is the actual information stated. I don't just copy and paste from here. Okay, because I don't like to be wrong. I don't want submitting to a journal, the reviewer spit on my face and then say this is all lie and fake. Don't write a paper, go write newspaper. I don't ever want that to happen to me. Okay, that is very, very horrible feeling. Okay, so about 60% SMEs reported difficulties in accessing financing during the pandemic. So we go here, we go 60%, very simple, 60% now. Okay. Nearly 60% of sample firms have adopted online sales. They account 21%. Okay, not related. Was the number of permanent employees at the time of survey less than 40% of them in December 2009, more than 40%, more than 60%, more than 80%? This employee, not related. Not financing, 60% decrease in permanent employment, not related. Not related. All employment, not related. Not related also. Estimated function excluding employment, also employment, not related. All employees, not related. Finish. 14 over 40. All checked and done. Here the phrase says 60% of SMEs report difficulty in assessing financing during the pandemic. Has nothing to do with employment. Full stop. So if you guys copy directly data, information, content, whatever you call these, and just paraphrase, okay, trust it more than trusting yourself, and then pasting it in a document. Your supervisor goes and open this document, which you can easily get from Google, and then try to read this information. Just control it. They don't need to read. They can just do what I do. That's how I examine. I just control F on all the information. I'll just take the keyword and control F because keywords you cannot change. Numbers you cannot change. So just search keyword, pop, cannot find. Pop, cannot find. I'll label everything, come to the Viva. I say, this one came from where? This one came from where? How do you know this? How do you know this? That's where you will get destroyed altogether. Okay? So you can use ChatGPT to get definitions. You can get ChatGPT to get explanation. You can use ChatGPT maybe to improve your writing or teach you how to write properly and so on. But even then, you cannot copy directly from there and paste it because it's turning in AI would work. ChatGPT is very good at constructing sentences, but factual information is what people are telling you you can use it for. They're selling it wrongly so that they can sell their books and workshops to you. But I'm telling you, don't go and waste your time. Okay, there are things you can use it for. There are things that absolutely going to use it for. Okay, so whatever you do, go and search. Do your due diligence. Imagine ChatGPT is your not so smart assistant. Certain part they're very good, certain part they're horrible. These kind of parts, all AIs are horrible. Okay, same goes to people who ask AI to read their paper. You want to read with this much of lying, you trust what it's saying. That is for you to what they call that, for you to decide lah. Okay. Yes, correct, Raji. That's a very good definition. It's called hallucination. Okay, hallucination is actually right. It's not actually a liar. It just wants to tell you things that it doesn't know. It's like a baby. Okay, it's like a baby. It really wants to tell you things, but it doesn't have enough information or understanding to tell you. But it just feels so excited and it comes and tells you. Okay, so don't create an enemy out of it. It's very useful if you know how to use it. Okay, brainstorm. Getting ideas, I don't think so. Okay, because ChatGPT cannot create new ideas. Okay, this is full proven fact. Okay, let me open it up for you. You guys can go and read this blog. Here. Okay. Okay. This is a very, very good website. I've shared this before. You guys can read this. Is it creative? No, not here. Sorry. Here. Okay. Okay. It's important to keep in mind the LLMs, not only ChatGPT, any LLM. ChatGPT is a type of large language model. It's a language model, not creative model. You have to understand the differences. Generative AI, large language model, not creative model. To keep in mind, the LLMs cannot come up with new ideas, reason, or use logic. It's just baby. They just want to blabber to you. Some are very true, some are very useful, some are completely hallucinated. Okay? So the AI used in LLM algorithm simply predicts the next word most suited in a sentence. It only predicts the next word most suited in a sentence. This prediction is based on the text that was used to train it. Which text? The text that you guys upload. The text from the website, the thesis that you upload, the problem statement you upload, the paper you upload, all that will become data. Okay? So that's another risk that you guys must be very, very careful. When you upload your RO, your RQ, your problem statement, your literature review, everything, right? All the variables you upload, that if I come and prompt it correctly, I can get your exact information and I can go and publish my paper before even you go for PhD. So be very, very careful, okay, of what you are trying to upload. I advise you always try to get information downloaded, don't try to upload. Don't train the floor with your private information, confidential research information, okay? So that's what I wanted to share today. So that is clear now. So I'm not telling all the information here is wrong. Some might be correct, but so far I checked, nothing is correct yet. That is the problem. Sometimes it gives you right information. So you really need to go and do your due diligence. Okay. So that is clear. Now we go to problem statement. Okay. For those who just now spoke about old citation, though fact of problem statement, don't go for old citations. This one true. 3 to 5, not even 5 years. If you can go less than 3 years. Even more newer citations. Okay. This is our problem statement. 7 steps. Okay. I've already broken down by paragraph. Introduction and background I didn't do because it is not that necessary. But problem statement, a lot of people suffer. They get bombarded like no one's business. So that's why I split by paragraph. So step number 1, you reintroduce why you're doing the research. Okay. As part of the basic human needs, water is the most valuable asset of society and nation. It is a global challenge to properly manage water resources. So you give an opening to the problem statement. Then step number 2, why is it important to investigate? You need to sell the issue. Most of you have problem statement problem because you guys don't sell your issue. You don't sell your problem. Okay? You don't sell and convince people that there is actually a problem. That is the majority of the time a problem with your own problem statement. You don't have the confidence and the right write-up to explain your problem. Okay? Don't market it. So the efficiency in administrating water resources and water supply is one of the perpetual problems. The Malaysian government is aware of the significance of water resources for the sustainability of the society. Given the significance of water resources, it is important to ensure that the right actions are taken to manage water resources. Okay, that's how you heavily sell. There's so many issues to sell. You speak. I mean, you explain one by one. Okay, you can go from the most broader problem and then you can slowly narrow down. So you need to draw a mind map. How do you place and look at a problem? How do you keep in your mind matrix of solving this problem? So you need to create a cascade of alignment, like, okay, this one first, then I explain this, then I explain that, and so on. That's how you create your story. Okay? You only focus on the problems that you're going to solve. Don't talk about all the problems. Then you will do PhD for the next 14 years. Okay? Do what is required for 3 years only. Don't do more than that. Okay? You can do it after your PhD. Please clearly the difference as in between process and problem background. Problem background? What is problem background? Sorry, I don't know what is problem background. I only know what is problem statement. We never write problem background. Okay? If you want background, that's what I explained just now. That is background. I have never done problem background before. Okay, Shara? I'm really sorry. I've never done it before. It's introduction, background, problem statement, RORQ. Yeah, research background is what I just taught earlier. That was a template I shared. Okay? Okay. So, sell the issue. Number 3, what is wrong with the current process situation? Because you already sell the issue. You need to tell what is wrong with it now. That is step number 3 within paragraph 1. However, the legislation for water resource management in Malaysia are critically outdated. Furthermore, the job scope responsibility of government bodies and agencies of water resources management appear to be overlapping. This critically affects the effectiveness and efficiency of the government bodies in executing the authority, which reaffirms the need for coalition to ensure the effectiveness and efficiency of the government services in addressing water-related matters. Next part. Paragraph 2, step number 4. Now you start first regard to potential solution. Okay. Improved policies of water resources are regarded as the key to address various problems of water resources. Step number 5, minor literature review on existing solutions. The existing policies of water resources serve to guarantee the process of planning and developing water resources management at each level within government structure. Okay, again, this is where your minor literature review comes in. Okay. The existing policy of water resources serve to guarantee the process of planning and developing water resource management at each level within the government structure. Back in 2005, the Malaysian government promoted the coalition among various government bodies and agencies in the federal government and state governments, which was part of the government's concerted effort to address the ongoing problems of the water sector. The Ministry of Energy, Green Technology and Water had also taken several approaches like restructuring the national. Okay, these are all the things they have done. I don't want to go line by line. Our both frameworks only focus on the water supply, and WRP was subsequently introduced. So these are all existing solutions that had been done. Now, after explaining this, okay, we go to paragraph 3. See, we take the narration step by step. Here, from literature review, you critically review the exact limitations. You already explained what they have done, right? Now we talk about what are the limitations with those. This is where majority of you guys might fail because you don't critically review the problem. As a result, the urgency of developing NWRP to manage water resources through good coalition among actors was highlighted in the 10th Malaysian Plan. The review of past studies based in Malaysia also revealed major gaps in water research, where most studies focus on specific water issues, namely water. You only talk about water pollution, security, tariff, and so on. They never spoke about interaction among actors in water resource management, formation of policies. That means they never talk about how to manage between federal, state, all that no one talk about. They only talk about all this. So there's a very big gap there. So therefore, they propose to tackle it here. This is final paragraph. which they talk about the solution that they want to. This is step by step, 4 paragraph, 7 steps for you to follow. I'm not telling this is the only way you can do it, but this is a very good way to do it. You can have your own ways to do it, no problem, can follow. But so far, people who followed this got very good feedback, okay, in terms of the way they narrate the story. Okay. Elia, ChatGPT useful for me for idea brainstorming. That's very good. We still need to clarify data exact resources. That's true. And elaborate in our own way, definitely. But most important thing you have to understand, the idea brainstorming, no matter what you think, it is coming from some existing idea somewhere. Okay. It did not generate its own idea. It is coming somewhere from someone which was paraphrased. If you do a very deep search, you'll be able to find a citation that is pointing towards that idea already. There will be somewhere. Okay, I'll show you an example later. How much is sufficient for minor literature review? Sometimes I doubt myself, is enough? It's okay, you do only. No one can give you that answer. No one can tell you this is enough, this is not enough. So you do first, see what your supervisor says. If supervisor asks for more, then you do. If they say this is too much, you reduce. Never say anything, just leave it as it is. See, Bashir, sometimes you have to understand. Not Bashir, Basira. You have to understand. No matter what you do, they're going to comment. Okay? Simple. No matter what you do, no matter how you roll and rotate and say things, the comments are going to be there. Okay? They have to criticize. So you do your best, believe in your work, stay positive, and then go and submit. We see what the outcome will be. Okay? Go and defend your work until the end. Okay? You should know everything that you have written. You defend in a very proper way, it should be good. Okay? Someone asked to link each paragraph with research question. We can do that also, but usually they will do that for discussion. They don't really do that for problem statement because problem statement RQ only comes after the problem statement. So rather you should link your RQ with the problem statement, not the other way. Okay? Okay, so before we get into this, let's take a very quick break, 5 minutes, we come back, very heavy sharing so far. So let's come back after 5 minutes and then we shall continue, okay? Okay, so we are back. So now, for those who wants to follow the templates, they might feel a bit awkward because the topic might not be related because none of you are going to do water policies, maybe some, not all. So you can go to this particular website on my Facebook page. Okay. If you need the link, you can ask, I'll share. If you don't need, it's okay. You can find a lot of sample theses. Always have sample theses related to your topic. So you will know how to narrate your story. Always have it and have local Malaysian theses. Don't have overseas because their structure is different. Okay. Within any universities in Malaysia, you can take sample because more or less our structures are the same. Okay. Not more or less. I say 95% you are same among different universities. Okay. Sometimes UM can be a bit weird, sometimes, okay? But the rest are almost the same, right? So here, we have put thesis number here. This is the topic. Okay, these are all the theses that we either coach or consulted or we proofread or paraphrase. Either one of it we did, or all of it. So subject area social science, UTM. If this is related to you, you want to have a copy, I cannot give you, I'm sorry, but you have to contact UTM, their library, you can ask for a copy. Okay, that is the title, easier for you to trace. Lah. So same thing, you can find a lot of theses here, okay, different universities. We will be adding more very soon, okay. So you have from you have from even UK, if you want to, UITM, and so on and so forth, okay. UPM, different topics, okay, entrepreneurship, this got social science, business, and so on and so forth, right? Nurul, doctor, in problem statement, did we need to put data to verify the problem? For instance, we need to conserve the forest and we state decline number. Yeah, you can put the number, nothing wrong with that. You can. Usually you put that in background, but if you want to put problem statement also, nothing wrong. As long as it doesn't repeat the same information. Okay. So this one, I leave it to you guys. If you want to get a copy, you can go to my Facebook page. And for those who are looking to proofread their thesis, paraphrase their thesis proposal, or even paper, you can get up to 30% discount, proofreading, translation, and formatting. Okay, all right. So I'll leave that to you guys. Now let's go to the next segment, research objective and research questions. Okay, so we go straight to the example. Okay, I don't want to elaborate here and there. We go straight to the point. Okay, so from here, you have research objectives. Okay. So this is from a thesis also we coached from UUM, University of Utara Malaysia, graduated 2021 if I'm not mistaken. Why I take a bit far back of thesis? Because I want to make sure that all the papers are published already. There's nothing more to publish. Then only I will reveal the content. Okay, I have to be on the safe side lah. Okay, so this is the research objective. This is the framework in chapter 2 lah. This one from chapter 2. So how is this linked? So they use TAM, Technology Acceptance Models, and Theory of Planned Behavior, these two. This is the objective, to investigate the influence of perceived usefulness, attitude, subjective norm, perceived behavioral control on the intention to use e-learning among students of universities' e-learning facilities. So you can see perceived usefulness, attitude, subjective norm, perceived behavioral control, intention. So this is the first connectivity they want to investigate, okay, to get a resulting outcome. Okay, then next one is perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use. These two connected to the attitude here, and then on the e-learning facilities. Okay, so which is this? So these two and this, they are connected together. They want to investigate that. Third one, they want to investigate the moderator, which is the gender. Okay, how does it differ between male and female students? Okay, so these are the three, and that is the connectivity. Okay, now, how did this originated from the problem statement? Okay. This is the problem statement. It is the title, Factors influencing the intention to use e-learning among students of Malaysian universities with e-learning facilities, group comparison analysis of gender. So if you scroll down, you get the problem statement here. Okay. So if you go down to problem statement, I'm not going to read it line by line, but we can say I already highlighted where the variables pops out. So attitude comes here, intention comes here, perceived usefulness comes here. Okay. Then gender comes here. Okay. Towards the end, the gender comes in. Then all the RORQ comes in. Okay. So we know for a fact that this was mentioned, this was mentioned, this was mentioned, and this was mentioned. This was not mentioned, not mentioned, not mentioned. Okay. My question to all of you, okay, let's brainstorm this. How do you think we managed to come up with this? How do you think we managed to come up with this? What was the process we went through? What did we do? During this whole coaching process, how did we come up with this particular variables. You guys can guess. It's okay if you don't know or if you might be wrong. It's okay. Just guess what we did. From problem statement. Yeah. This all came from problem statement. This one, two, three, four. These four variables came from problem statement. These were not mentioned in problem statement. I'm trying to show you here that not everything from your problem statement only becomes your solution. There is an expanded version of research that you need to do. Okay, that you need to do to get the right variables or solution for your problem. So, to everyone, either TM or TPB. Okay, very good. Ratsi got a question, I got an answer there. Okay, anyone else can give a clue? Where did these three came from? Not mentioned in problem statement. Yes, it is from the model. This is the model. ATAM from the underpinning theory. Okay. Okay. So the overall structure came from not only underpinning theory, exactly, Bashir got the point. It's from the overall literature review. Okay, overall literature review in not only theory, existing literature, existing models, existing structure, from how they have molded and what are important Lego sets that you need to put together to get the right answer. Because you cannot, okay, you cannot do perceive usefulness without ease of use, because it can only be useful if it also comes with ease of use. If it's very difficult to use, no matter how useful it is, people won't use it, generally speaking. So that's why it comes hand in hand. Both, travels together. Same goes to attitude. Attitude will never be defined without, not will never be, majority of the time won't be defined without subjective norms and perceived behavioral control. They are all connected bunch. This is where human intelligence come into place. Okay, which AI cannot really help you here. Okay, unless it already has existing information. Okay, this is where creativity comes into place. This is the resemblance of creativity, human creativity. Okay, so you can go on and do without this, but your framework will be incomplete without these components. Okay, and later on you need to come back and change this. So now let's experiment. What happens if we put the whole problem statement? I can put the whole problem statement because all the papers published already, so I don't mind putting it into ChatGPT, which I did here. Okay, and I want to see what kind of ideation, okay, like what we discussed today. We use AI to ideate, come up with new ideas and so on. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do now. So I tell the FLIR, I have written problem statement education area. Will you be able to generate 3 to 4 research objectives? Okay. Of course, please share your problem statement. Okay, so then I put in the whole problem statement. I just copied from the whole document. This is the whole problem statement with the citations all included. And then the FLIR gave me these answers. Okay, first objective, second objective, third and fourth. Okay, so let me go and analyze it. Number 3 is good. Okay, although it's not moderator, but to assess gender differences in e-learning adoption in Malaysia higher education, to compare this intention of male and female student to identify any significant difference. So it failed to mention or failed to highlight whether it will be a moderator or an IV, okay, or a dimension. So, but the objective is there, which is fair enough. Okay, it picked up that word and then it created this. Okay, it picked up that word and not created. It was generated based on that idea. Okay, but the other 3, okay, are not exactly new. Okay, I'm going to tell you what you can do beyond that, okay, but not exactly new. So it talks about to investigate the factors the factors influencing intention to use e-learning in Malaysia, role of social influence on e-learning, effectiveness of e-learning. Okay, so this first one came from this paper. What I do, like I told you, I don't trust. So I go to Google Scholar, I pick up the whole explanation, I go keyword by keyword, I look for relevant papers, and I picked up. This is the paper that entirely did this. Okay, this outcome, I don't know whether GPT created or because this author from this PhD thesis already published their papers. Maybe the papers were picked up by GPT and the FLIR has similar calling keywords, has similar information. Maybe they created this. But that's why it was not created as a moderator itself. Okay. But anyhow, this whole idea, whoever is ideating with AI, go and thoroughly search. You will find something very similar. Okay, that is coming out somewhere. Okay, you will, 100% you will. Okay, same goes to number 2, social influence coming from this paper, 100% similar. Okay, just rephrased in a different way. And the final one comes from UKM's own paper, 2011, e-learning in Malaysia higher education institutions, status, trend, challenges. Okay, now this is not disappointing. At least now you guys know that there is a certain limitation that you have to have in mind when you're using this. So it's okay. You can still go and ask, give me RORQ. The flow will give you, you know for a fact that you cannot just use it directly. Okay, you can pick up. Hey, the flow talk about factors influencing continuous intention. What is continuous intention? Can I bring it in or not? Okay, then the flow talk about social influence. What else I can bring? So you can do your literature review on social influence, and from there you can go on another path. What is social influence doing to e-learning? Okay, let's try to bring that component in. Same goes here. Effectiveness of e-learning, a core teaching method. So can I bring a variable as a teaching method? So where does it go? That is where you ideate, the flow give you, you know this is not entirely new. Okay, it will be somewhere refried chicken given from somewhere. So you take the keywords, you go on your way to find other elements that you can patch together. And then you find the relevant theory to support this entire scenario. That's how you can do research with AI. Okay, if you want to do, you must always understand that you have to take this with a pinch of salt. Okay, and then you carry on from there. Okay, but there will be another problem sometimes that the flood doesn't give you very strong papers, and sometimes they give you very old papers. So you can pick up all these names, go and do proper Google Scholar search, and go on your way from there. Okay, all right. If you want to know very, very effective way of doing Google Scholar search, you go to my TikTok. I've streamlined the techniques to do Google search. Okay, so I'm going to give you the video. Google search recently. Yeah, 6 important tips for Google search. Right? Go and watch this video. Pick up those things. Go to Google Scholar. Start searching. Or Web of Science, Scopus, or whatever. Okay, start doing that. Okay, any questions so far? All okay? Following so far? Any particular questions? Any particular issues that you guys are facing? Okay, all right. So no questions. We shall continue. Okay, all good. Each RQ do we have to support with LR cite? No, RQ you don't need to. If RQ you can cite, that means that's the problem here. I can find, okay, maybe I'm not explaining correctly. This RQ or this RO has a citation. That means this is not new. This is existing work. Okay, understand that, eh? Same goes here. This RO or RQ shouldn't have a citation. If it has a citation, that means it's already existing work, nothing new. Okay, so to answer your question, you should never be able to cite your RQ because that is something new, novel thing that you're trying to find answer. And you are trying to publish paper based on the findings, and then in future, people will cite your paper for this RQ. Okay? Is there any limit number of paragraph or problem statement? I would say 1.5 page is good enough. How to overcome writer's block, you have to motivate yourself. Why you're doing this whole thing? Okay? If you're having writer's block means you're not having motivation. You don't want to finish. Don't you always think, don't you want to finish and go and enjoy your life? Enough of studying. How much more you want to study in your life? Have you ever thought of it? That if you think of it every day, that your writer's block will go away along the way. Don't worry. Okay? Just think of it. Do I need to do this for the rest of my life? I want to do PhD for 10 years, 15 years? Definitely no. So wake up, look at the window, mirror yourself and ask yourself the question. When you find the answer, you will go and write it yourself. Okay? Problem statement connected. Oh yeah, absolutely, Ibrahim. Problem statement is connected to RORQ. But where should we cite the future direction from the LR we read? Future direction. Your future work towards the end. Where should we cite future direction from the LR we read? This is kept. Actually, can you rephrase, Azhar? I actually tak berapa faham what you're trying to ask, actually. Okay. So from there, Andrew, do you have any related research on English language, English proficiency, English phonetics and phonology? I have research papers. We work on a lot of linguistics and language related Scopus and Web of Science journals. But research papers per se, you can easily find from Google Scholar. Maybe I'm not understanding your question right. Andrew, maybe you want to rephrase your question? Okay. Right. Okay. Research on linguistics. So you're asking if there's any related literature regarding that. Can you tell me what is your full title of your research?
Dr. Thava.
Yeah, hi.
Andrew here. So I'm currently doing research on the English proficiency between Chinese students and also English pronunciation. Chinese pronunciation and also English pronunciation, the authentic one, and also the English pronunciation with the Chinese students.
Can you type down your full title in the chat box? That's the reason I'm asking. I still go back to Google Scholar because that is what I trust the most. Until now, until today. No matter what I search on GPT or any other software, I have most of the username password for most of the software. But I still go back to Google Scholar. So I'm waiting for Andrew to give the full title. Okay, there you go. An investigation of English pronunciation among ESL Chinese learners. So if you go here at one search, okay, you want to go with exact phrase. The exact phrase would be English pronunciation. Okay, you'd want to go English exact phrase. Okay, then among ESL Chinese learners, you go to Chinese learners. ESL Chinese learners. Hey, sorry. ESL Chinese learners. Okay. From there, you go custom range, 5 years. So we go 2021 to 2024. Usage. Okay. Here you can find most of the articles. I think there are a lot of articles here. Okay. Dialects, English pronunciation, problem suggestion, English learners belief investment. Why I don't go to SciSpace or Sci whatever consensus, Elicit, all these software, because I don't trust that they are comprehensive enough because they don't use Google Scholar. Google Scholar, basically the whole world is, okay, let me put it this way. The whole world is searching on Google. Okay. That means you can find everything on Google Scholar. They index everything. Google Scholar will absorb the full power of Google. That's why I trust Google Scholar. Everything else is just absorbing from this website, that website, here and there, and so on. Okay. Google Scholar gets the full capacity from Google. That's why it's very powerful. It has everything. Okay. It has the gold, the silver, the bronze, and the useless papers. All of it. Okay, so Andrew, that is how you do it. You can find a lot of papers here related to your area. Okay, I will give you the search also. You can check it out. Okay, use advanced search. From there, you can be able to do a lot of things. Okay, you can even write down which journal you want to specifically look at if you want to narrow down. You can authors, any authors so you can have. Okay, I hope that is clear, Andrew. And everyone else who wants to use Google Scholar, it's free of charge. You can use it if you want to. Okay, so I hope I answered your question.
Dr.
Okay.
Thava.
Who is it now?
Hi, Adam here. Hi, sorry to interrupt. I just have one question.
Adam, okay.
A quick question. Just a bit of background. I'm a UM student, specializing in lab pharmaceutical analysis. So part of my research will piggyback on a second objective, which I want to identify the herbal product used among diabetic patient.
Okay.
That particular method, it's not novel. I just want to find out information for me to get the ingredients for me to run the laboratory in my last objective, which is mainly the novel part. I'm going to use a new instrument which never been done before. So in my research question and the objective, right? Because I heard you mention we want to identify something novel. So like this part, right, where it piggybacks on the other objective, do I need to mention it as my research problem? Or how do I go about it? Because I'm a bit confused that part. Because I understand that if I'm going to carry out a survey, it's not novel. I just want to get that information for me to run the main thesis, the main project, which is the method development. Yeah.
But why do you put that as a research objective? Because that is the process of literature review, right?
No, because the literature review mostly talks about in general. I want specific to the product name. So I never find any study. I screen through multiple databases, never find any study, or I didn't find any study regarding what I want. It means straight asking the patient.
So how do you address your RO2 now, your second objective?
Using questionnaire, survey. So you ask straightforward, we will give a self-administered questionnaire. So they will tell them, they will pen down, okay, I'm using this product, I'm using this product. So we go and buy it, and then we will
okay. So that means there is a form of qualitative data collection.
Yes, correct.
You go on your research.
Yes,
that is not novel, but that is a process of optimizing your final solution.
Yes, correct. So do I need to mention inside?
Inside where?
The research problem or objective. Because it's not novel, right? Because I heard you mentioned must be novel.
You don't need to mention it. Or you can mention it actually. You can mention that this particular thing, there is no direct answer to it. So therefore will be a study will be conducted with this particular questionnaire so that we can find the final solution to it. You can give that flow towards the end, the last paragraph.
Yes, correct. Because you want to piggyback on that. The survey, the findings.
It's an essential process of the research.
Correct. It's essential.
If you want to make things easier, you can even put a very simple infographic of the process flowchart.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much, Doctor.
No problem. No worries. Okay. Okay, so final one, Reem, before I go to the next slide. I'm downloading all the articles from Google Scholar Scopus, organizing them and uploading them to an AI website. Ask my questions and organize whatever I need from my selected articles. Okay, that's good. As long as you get the answers that you want, and you're sure that you get the answer, you're actually getting the answer that you want, then okay. Because my question will come back to you is, how sure are you that the AI, whatever is analyzing and giving you, is actually the content of the paper? Is actually not missing out anything important from the paper? Have you ever thought of it? Food for thought. Okay, so Doctor, how can we determine the exact keywords to use when searching for the article? Very simple, whatever literature, even searching for the article. You use your topic, your title. From there you build a table for keywords. Whatever papers you get, then from there you take the keywords on the paper, you start building it slowly, step by step. Okay? All right, so before we go to the next slide, for those who are stuck, okay, what to do when you're stuck? We do provide particular services. Okay, we focus on PhD proposal consultancy, Scopus Web of Science publications, defense preparations, proposal, defense examiner response, data analysis and interpretation on various scales, smart PLS to ARMOS to MATLAB to whatnot, qualitative NVivo, Atlas TI also. Thesis to journal conversion, very important services of ours, systematic review, scoping review, empirical, meta-analysis, bibliography, systematic review, we do many kind of papers, Viva preparations and thesis examiner response. So these are the 8 core areas that we focus on, apart from proofreading, and these are some of the significant outcome. Okay, I just spoke to one medical faculty student. This is also from medical faculty UM. PhD with 0 correction, Dr. Sharifah, one of our client. And then we have Santana, who recently graduated also. And these are all papers recently published before proposal defense itself. Okay. So always try to write your papers as soon as your chapter 1 to 3 is done. Don't wait too long. Now this publication is taking time. Okay. So this is what we do under consulting. Now let's go to significance of study. This is the example we're going to look at. But before that, let me answer here. How do we get all the templates? You can download the templates from my Telegram group here. Okay, so significance of study is basically selling the impact of your study. Okay, so you start from example. This is example. These studies finding will rebound to society's benefit, considering that mathematics plays a vital role in science and technology today. Just an example. It's about mathematics study, just an introduction to it. Then you you pick it up from your problem statement, the first explanation. The greater demand for graduates with a mathematics background justifies the need for more effective life-changing teaching approaches. Okay. Then right from general to specific contribution. Thus, schools that apply the recommended approach derived from the results of the study will train students better. Administrators will be guided on what should be emphasized by teachers in the school curriculum to improve students' performance in mathematics. This is the actual impact of the research. For the researcher or researchers, if it is a group study, the investigation will uncover critical areas in the educational process that many researchers could not explore. Thus, a new theory on learning mathematics may be arrived at. This is your significance of study that you derive within chapter 1 itself as a result of your problem statement. Okay, for today's class, we're coming almost towards the end. I'm going to give you free notes. Okay, how to write your PhD proposal, step-by-step guide, very important. Then a framework for rigorously identifying research gaps in qualitative literature review. Very rarely you get this paper. Okay, I managed to find this paper. And then for those who are doing systematic review, this is a very essential paper to look at. It follows Rose's reporting standard. Okay. Systematic review, whether you want to do systematic review paper or systematic review chapter 2, both also can. Okay, then all the templates I'll email to you guys, nothing to worry. Okay, make sure you register yourself. Now you need to fight for the link, make sure it's working so that we can send the notes to you. Okay, so with that, next class I think we fixed already. We don't need to do this process. Thank you very much for your time today. We got about 10 minutes of Q&A. If you guys have any more questions left, I'm more than happy to answer. Mastura Azman is sending fire. I hope fire for good reason. Mahana signing. Okay. Okay, so let me stop sharing. Okay, all right. So any question, guys?
Doctor?
Yeah.
Is it okay if I ask you a little bit on SLR and systematic review?
Not right now, actually.
Not right now. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. Let's see if I can answer you within the next few minutes.
Okay, just a quick question. When you do systematic literature review, right? I know there are many tools like Prisma, Roses, Axis, MMAT, and things like that, right? Is there a prerequisite for pharmacy or faculty of pharmacy or medic to use specifically Prisma only? Can we use things like Roses instead, or can we use?
Can use Roses, mostly they use for environmental management, construction study kind of thing.
Or Axis? Can you use Axis?
I'm not aware of
it. Quantitative. No.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm aware of it, but I'm not aware of it using widely in medical area.
I understand.
Because medical is still very much hanging on Prisma.
Okay.
If you can justify, why you want to use whatever you want to use, whatever method, then I don't see a problem in that. But just that I'm only worried after doing all the hard work, you go submit the paper, And then they say, no, go follow Prisma. You have to redo everything.
Understand. Okay, thank you so much. Okay.
No problem, no worries.
I want to thank Dr. Thava very much for your helpful attitude and proceeding of your speech. And now we want to go for Q&A session. Please, every participant can participate now for questioning to Dr. Thava. Please.
Any more questions, guys? All tired ready? Almost 5 ready. Nazmul, thank you very much for your time, Nazmul.
Thank you, Doctor. We can have less or more 10 minutes, Doctor. Any problem? Less or more. If no participant responding, then we can close. Okay.
Sure. No worries.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay. No worries. Thank you, Andrew. No problem. No worries. I wish you all the best. No more question. Thank you. No worries. Okay, wait. Kusai is typing. Okay, Kusai, we're waiting for you. No problem, Mastura. Thank you very much, everyone. If there's any shortcoming, I do apologize. Okay. I know sometimes I go very heavy-hearted on AI because I want you guys to be careful before you guys dig a very deep hole that cannot come out of. So be careful. If any of you used AI so far and never go and verify the content, I suggest you to first go and do that. Go and verify every content, whether it's true or not, whatever you have written so far. Okay? So, Kusai, are you finished typing or not yet?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, Lim. Hi. Good afternoon.
Yeah, hello, doctor. Good afternoon. I do have one question. It's a bit confusing me since you are using Google Scholar. Because my supervisor advised me I must use the article or journal from WOS or Scopus only. Is possible.
Yeah, definitely. I also will say the same. Use only Scopus, Web of Science, PubMed, ABDC indexing. These are all good indices. Google Scholar will give you everything. Okay, Google Scholar will give you Scopus, will give you Web of Science, will give you Predatory Journal, will give you everything. So it's your responsibility to download the papers and go and investigate what indexing it is.
Okay,
understood. It's very simple. You just read the journal name, you can know already. They'll give you the impact factor, they'll give you the Scopus, site score, and so on. From there, you can know already what is the indexing.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much.
No problem, no worries. Okay, Masud, I think we can close the session.